Welcome to another Gale Force Twins episode. Today we are going to be heading to the deep reef. We are going to be targeting yellowtail snapper plus whatever's biting, and guess what our choice of bait is going to be? Oatmeal. We're going to teach you how to use oatmeal to catch snappers. You can do this on the patch reefs or the deep reef, but today the goal is to go to the deep reef, and the idea is hopefully you catch bigger snappers, but we'll see what bites. My name's Amanda. Emily's behind the camera. Welcome to our channel, Gale Force Twins. It's time to make our fish some breakfast. We're gonna be making some oatmeal. We have oats as one ingredient, and the second ingredient is salt water. We literally put about 2 inches of salt water to 2 of these containers of oatmeal. You can go to a tackle store and buy oats designed for this. They'll probably have some oils in them, some scents for the fish, or you can do it the old-fashioned way with using old-fashioned oats like we do.
It's a little bit cheaper this way.
A little cheaper, works just as good in our opinions. And we're gonna get to it. The key is to come up with the right consistency. Like we said, this was about 2 inches of water, maybe 3 inches of water to 2 buckets of oatmeal. And the consistency is that we want to be able to essentially make a ball, and the ball stays together and it doesn't fall apart. If there's too much water, the ball will not stay together. If there's not enough water, it'll be really dry and cracky and crumbly and also fall apart. So we gotta get to the perfect consistency. Definitely don't rush the process because the oats will expand. So maybe put some oats and water in there, give it a good stir, wait 5 minutes before you make the decision to add more salt water or add more oats.
While we've been making our oats, we put our chum blocks out. We have 2 blocks out to start because we are fishing in a little bit deeper water, so it might take some time for the snappers to come up. We have our chum slit going. The birds have already found us, of course. Hopefully we don't snag a bird today. That would be great. And basically, Emily's making the oatmeal. We're getting the consistency going. We have our chum out, and while we were waiting, we were also rigging our rods.
You can see I was able to make a decent little ball. It's kind of like a snowball, but an oat ball instead. And I would say it's a little bit on the softer side. I could add some more oats, but I think before I do that, I'm gonna give it maybe another 5 minutes to let the oats soak up, and I probably won't need them. Yeah, see, it's holding pretty good, don't you think so, Amanda?
That looks like a really good oat ball.
Okay, now that our oatmeal is the right consistency, it's time to make the oat ball. So first we need bait on our hook. So we're gonna be using a shrimp, and we're gonna peel the entire shrimp. So I'm gonna break the tail off, break the head off, peel it, just like that, and we're gonna put on our hook. I'm gonna put the shrimp on just like it's a worm, up the whole hook, just like that.
Perfect.
And now we're gonna make the oat ball. The key is to get a ball of oats like this, but with the shrimp in the middle of it. So I'm gonna grab some oats, stick my shrimp in there, and start to make a ball.
Perfect. There we go. You gotta work the oat ball.
Gotta work it, gotta pack it. There we go.
Keep packing your oat ball.
Pack the oat ball,
Pack the oat ball.
pack the ball.
There we go.
And the tighter and more compact you can get it, the better. There we go. We have our shrimp in the middle of this oat ball, and you will notice that we literally have a lot of leader on here.
We have 10 feet of leader.
15 or 12 pound leader. Now before I start this next step, I'm gonna open the bail. That's something that a lot of people forget to do. So we come over here, flip the bail open. Now it's time to wrap our oat ball. You ready?
Yes.
So we're going to lightly wrap the line, the leader, around the oat ball.
And the trick to this is to do it in as many different directions as possible to avoid getting knotted up. So there you go. We're just making a big, we're basically wrapping this around kind of like you would wrap a rubber band ball. But we're using our leader, and we're gonna do this for almost all 10 feet or all 10 feet of our leader until we get to the braid, which Emily is coming up on the braid soon. So we're just wrapping, wrapping, wrapping. The key is please do all different angles. There we go. Okay.
Almost to the braid.
Almost to the braid. Here we are, coming up on the braid. The braid is right, there we go. There's the braid. 10 feet a leader, straight to our braid. There you go.
Okay, now we have our oat ball. The bail is open. You can see the bail's open there,
Yes,
Amanda?
the bail is open.
So literally all I gotta do is throw the ball. Here we go. Ready?
We're gonna throw it?
Throw it.
All right, she threw
And
her
it's
ball.
gonna sink.
And now her oat ball is
I'm gonna
going
rinse
to
my hands.
sink.
As my oat ball sinks, I'm just gonna let the line out, help it go out there, help it go down.
Just basic yellowtailing techniques. You want that piece of chum that's hiding in the oat ball to look like a piece of chum floating in the current. So you don't want any tension in the line, you want full slack in the line, but you do want to keep your fingers on the line so you can feel if you get a bite. When you do get a bite, that line's going to rip out of your hands. You're going to want to count 3 to 5 seconds, let your yellowtail snapper swallow the bait and close the bail and start reeling instantly.
I do want to emphasize how important it is to never put tension on the line. I can't tell you how many people will be like, I think I feel a fish, and hold the line still. You don't want to do that, guys. You want your bait to look like it's a piece of chum floating. A piece of chum would not stop floating in the current. So should your bait on your hook stop floating? No. So that's the importance with this technique, is you always keep the line free flowing.
While Emily continues to free line her piece of shrimp out to the snappers, I'll explain what the oat ball is doing. So the oat ball is unraveling. The first thing it does is it helps your bait sink down quicker. The idea is that we're sinking past any blue runners or any bycatch that we really want to avoid and really get down to that school of yellowtails that's maybe a little bit shy and just underneath the surface, because yellowtails have very, very good eyesight. So that's the other thing the oat ball does, is as the oats dissipate and separate, it's creating a cloud. And now this cloud is clouding your leader. It's foggy. So the yellowtails can't see the leader, they can't see the hook, and it becomes a frenzy. So the yellowtails start eating the oats. They'll eat the oats, eat the oats, eat the oats. One of them will grab that bait, and there you go. You have a fish on. So if you ever feel like you have a bite, when in doubt, just close the bail and reel. Don't hesitate, close the bail, reel. Well, first, wait 3 seconds, close the bail and reel. If you don't get that bite, open your bail back up. Continue to let your line out for a minute or so, see maybe you might still have some bait. If you don't, reel it in and check your bait.
This technique is really good for deep water. You don't necessarily need to make oat balls if you're fishing in the shallower 40-foot range on the reef, but you can bring oatmeal and throw handfuls of dry oats out just as if it's part of the chum. So you can do that. You can use oatmeal pretty much at any point at the reef, but on the deep reef, and I would say when you're getting upwards of that 80-foot all the way out to 100-foot of water, that's when you can make that oat ball and it will become very, very effective.
While Emily is waiting for a bite on her bear hook, I'm gonna make my own oat ball, but I decided to put a little jig on. I'm gonna use, I believe it's like a 1/16 ounce size jig, because there is some current and you do want to experiment with different size jigs and hooks.
We're ready.
I got the first bite.
Here we go.
With the heavier jig. Here we go. Oh, we're on. Yes.
Fish
Yes, yes.
on.
Fish on. Fish. Now you gotta reel fast. Get past the sharks. Also, this fish is swimming towards the boat, so that's definitely gotta reel even faster. Here we go.
Always keep tension on your line.
Always keep it. Yeah, we got a fish on here, that's for sure. I think we're getting close already, actually. Wow, that was fast.
That was fast.
That was really fast.
Let's take a look.
Here we go.
We got a little pelican out there kind of been hanging out with us.
What do we have?
It's a yellowtail,
All
the
right.
targeted species.
Targeted species acquired.
Check that out.
The skunk is off the boat.
Beautiful yellowtail snapper, delicious yellowtail snapper. These are probably some of my favorite fish to eat.
Yes,
Spit is
they
beta.
are. Now I'm going to show you the bait, the hook I'm using, because as you can see, I decided to go with a bonita chunk
As
and a
opposed to a
heavier
shrimp.
jig. And that's kind of how you yellowtail, trial and error till you land one. We landed our first one.
Love these beautiful fish. Love how bright they get. They kind of get little cheetah spots on them. They're pink and yellow. And like we said, so good to eat. Ready to go?
Delicious.
In the box?
Dinner in the box.
All right.
Let's get this fish on ice.
Throw them back there.
Right there.
Okay, that
Perfect.
works.
Now, you notice I did something different than Emily, and what we do is we do this on purpose. One person fishes with one method, one person fishes with the other. So we both did the oat ball, we both have the same 15-pound leader. The difference is I went with a little bit of a heavier jig and a bonita chunk, and I caught the first fish. Emily's been out there trying with her bare hook and a shrimp, not really having that much luck. Now, it probably doesn't have much to do with the bait, it has more to do with the jig we're using. So this would be a good point for Emily to switch to a different jig. I would recommend she switches to one size even heavier than me to see if she can outfish me. And we're gonna kind of do this back and forth until we really dial it in and see what's working for the snappers. Another thing to remember though is the little guys they're not gonna be as shy. They're gonna come up to the boat first, but as the little guys fill up, the big ones will come in.
And this is our bonita. You can see Amanda already started cutting it into some pieces. We caught this bonita not that long ago.
We caught this bonita like 3 days ago, fishing, filming a video. Where are you guys?
I switched to a heavier jig. This is one step heavier than Emily's, but I still have the light
One
leader.
step heavier than
Emily's. Guys, I am Emily. Wow.
Have you ever done that before?
That was a really bad fish brain. Holy cow. Okay, moving on. I have one step heavier jig than Amanda's. And I want to show you the oatmeal. Look at the oatmeal now.
Yes.
I didn't change it at all. I didn't add any more oats or water, but some time has gone by and it's an even easier consistency to make a ball with. This is
literally perfect. So put your shrimp with that looks like a 1/8 ounce jig, probably, right, Emily?
Yeah, I believe so.
And make your oat ball. Now look at how much easier it is to make the oat ball this time around than the first one we filmed. So you can see that as the oats soaked up the water. I mean, wow.
The ball got made much easier, and something I would like to point out is if it's sticking to your hands, get your hands wet and then come in here and make the ball, just because if your hands are dry, the oatmeal will stick to your hands more. Now that I'm at the braid, I kept going with a little bit so you guys could see the pattern that I made. I typically would stop right before the braid, as long as you get about 10 foot of line wrapped around your oatmeal.
That is the perfect pattern, but like Emily said, we don't normally wrap the braid around. Just wanted to show you what it looks like.
You ready?
You're gonna throw it?
Yeah, I'm gonna
throw
throw it.
Look at that. Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Good thing it sinks. The pelican's not gonna get it. I'm on.
We're on.
I'm on again.
Amanda's on.
Alrighty, here we go.
2 for Amanda,
Who for me?
0 for me.
Pink jig's working.
It's the pink jig. You think that's what it is?
Jig. I don't think it's the pink jig yet. I think that we haven't given the yellow jig enough time.
Yeah.
Hasn't had a fair chance.
And
It's a
another
yellowtail
yellowtail.
snapper. It's actually a little guy. Kind of surprised to catch a little guy out here. We're fishing the deeper reef, but here we go. We know the fish are here.
okay. Fish on for Amanda.
Whoa.
What do you think it is?
I don't know.
Uh-oh. You might be getting sharked, Amanda.
I don't think that's a snapper.
Uh-oh.
Oh no. He's gone. That was easily a
Something
shark
toothy.
or something toothy.
Do you think you had a snapper, but then something toothy ate your snapper?
I think so, because I instantly had a bite and I started reeling, and as soon as I started reeling, I got sharked. So you have to reel fast if there's sharks around. You want to out-reel the sharks.
Another oat ball going out. I still haven't caught one yet. Amanda's caught all of them.
I just realized that.
Ready?
Go for it.
This is the lucky oat ball. Here we go. Moment of truth. Was it the lucky oat ball? I think it's twin truth time while I wait for the bite.
I'm excited to hear this, because
So-
half the time when Emily comes up with a twin truth, I have absolutely no idea what it's going to be.
We're gonna be on topic of the lucky oat ball.
Okay?
We're not very big believers in luck. Well, we don't believe. Personally, we're not.
I don't believe in luck.
Yeah, there's no good luck. There's no bad luck. But when we were in track, we did have lucky socks. Remember that, Amanda?
Oh yeah, high school
So,
track.
Yes, high school track. We had these gray socks, Adidas socks, and they had 3 stripes down the side. And I think it was a pink stripe, a yellow stripe, and
And
a
a white
orange
stripe,
and a
something
white
like
stripe. It was colored stripes, and it was at the state meet. We both wore them for our 4x1 relay, and we both did really well at the state meet in the 4x1 and in pole vaulting. And one of our pole vaulting friends was competing the next day, and because we did so well, they decided that they wanted one of each sock. So like, I think he had my right foot and Amanda's left foot. That's
Yeah,
true.
that was a funny one. I remember that.
Oh, okay. I just got bit.
You just got bit.
We'll let him have it.
Yes,
for a
we're
second.
waiting.
Oh, we go.
1, 2,
3. Reel.
Go, 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 go.
Reel.
Lift the rod.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fish on. I think my drag's a little tight.
Perfect technique. Yeah, sounds like you got tight drag, because I don't
Wow.
hear anything.
Fish on the lucky oat ball, Amanda.
Whoa,
It was the lucky oat
we're
ball.
catching snappers. Nice job.
Thanks. We're on.
I'm on.
Look at
1,
the
2,
streaker.
3, 4, 5. Closing the bail. Reel, 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 reel. Oh, what? No. All right, open that
Let it
bail
back
back up. Did he come back? I think he did. I'm going to give him a little bit of extra time to swallow it, because that was a little bit of a bigger bait, so maybe he just didn't quite have it yet. Now I'm going to assume he has it. That's probably 8, 9, 10 seconds. I don't know. Goes it real. Yeah.
Back.
Fish on. He came back. That's the exact technique I wanted to
Yep,
show you guys.
So the second you lose your fish, you stop, you open that bail, you put it back out.
The
Because all
trick-
he thinks is his bait got taken out of his mouth.
The trick to yellowtailing is do not hesitate. And
Oh!
keeper
Nice
yellowtail.
one.
That's the
I
biggest
like
one
it,
so far.
Amanda.
They are growing.
You guys got a glimpse of that frigate. I was about to show you the frigate, but then Amanda hooked up and we wanted to see what fish she had. But the cool thing about the frigates is if you look closely, he had the white belly, a little fun fact. The males, my bad, the females have the white bellies and the males have the red bellies, kind of like a peacock. How peacocks are pretty and colorful and the females just aren't for some reason for birds. Same thing for frigate birds.
Another oatmeal technique that we wanted to show you was if you're ever tired of creating those oat balls, because believe me, they are a lot of work to create.
But your hands get really soft.
Yes, it's like a spa day on the water. You can actually just take your oats, take a little handful, and toss them out. And they will naturally cloud the water. So you can take your dry oats that you have, or you can take, we have oats in our bucket that I could take too.
Right, we
So-
could also just, I'm just gonna take a ball of this.
Yes. So we'll
and
watch.
just give it a toss.
Go ahead and look at the water, okay? And now I'm gonna get my bait out right in those oats. Grab my bait and we're gonna time it so we throw our bait out with our oats at the same time. And this way my bait is right in that cloud. And I'm gonna catch a fish, just like that. So it's
This-
another technique. That's also a really good technique if you're fishing shallow water. If you are fishing the patch reefs in 20 feet of water, you really don't need to oat ball because it'll take your bait straight to the bottom, which you don't want. So if you just send it out, if you're at the patch reefs,
I
you
would
can-
say if you're between 20 to 30 feet of water, do this technique.
yes,
If
and
you're, well, maybe 20 to 40.
20 to 40, and then 50 plus,
You could try
which
the
is what
oat
we're doing
balls.
today. Oat balls. Also, I have a fish on.
Okay.
You ready?
Here we go.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Fish on. There we go.
Think he's a nice one, Amanda?
He's a good fighter, that's for sure. Oh, they swim towards you. I think
Yep.
he's a good one. Here he is. He's close, actually. Oop, follow your fish? Nope.
Nope.
Fish is
Which
going to
way's
the
he
right.
going?
He's going
to the
out
right?
every which way.
Here he comes.
Sorry.
Here he comes.
That's another keeper. These guys, we're catching some good jumbo-sized snappers today. The oats are
doing
key.
the trick.
They're doing
Oh,
the job.
yeah. Here we go. Reel. Fish on.
Fish
Hold
on.
on. I really need to loosen this drag.
Yeah, I
I'm gonna
think
lose
you
my
do.
fish. There we go.
Nice job.
Yellowtail snapper on the bonita.
Not quite a keeper, but hey,
We're catching them.
it's working. Fish on. There,
I
ooh.
think you got a nice one, Amanda.
I think we're getting into the big ones.
What jig do you have?
A bear hook. I
You
switched
switched
to a bear hook.
hook?
Yep, the pink hook. The little jig wasn't as productive, so I switched to, oh, okay, good. Whew, he's swimming towards me. Here he comes.
Here he comes.
Here he comes. All right, getting close, and is he big or is he a fighter? Sometimes little
Never
guys.
really know with the
Ooh,
yellowtail.
ooh, yes, and
My goodness,
he
Amanda.
is big. Ooh.
Wow.
Sorry, Emily, I think today is my day.
I know, you're out fishing me.
I am out fishing you.
Let's give this fish a measure, Amanda.
Yes, so what's your guess?
Wow.
14.
I was gonna say 14.
14?
14?
Let's see. Hopefully.
Pinch the tail,
Woohoo!
and he's
Almost 15. Nice. They are growing, guys, and that's kind of what I wanted to point out is when you're fishing deeper water, you kind of have to put time in to really get the school going and know where you are. You put that time in, they find you.
But I
Look
think
at that.
that's true for any reef spot, honestly.
I would agree with that, but it's especially true for deeper water.
Oh yeah. I'm on.
You're on?
I'm on.
You're on.
Yes.
How long do you have to wait for him to eat it?
Literally like 10 seconds.
Literally.
Right,
a
Amanda?
whole- any size to him?
I don't know, he's not really pulling any drag, but sometimes they're kind of
Maybe he
lazy.
doesn't realize he's hooked.
Sometimes it's a personality thing. I've had little ones pull like big ones and big ones not really pull at all.
Yep, me too.
Going around you, going
Going
over your
around
head.
me.
Going over your head. Let's see. Oh boy. Okay.
Oh.
Now he knows he's hooked. He's hooked.
He woke up.
He's like, oh man, there's a boat. There's a boat. And here he is.
Yes.
Yes.
I'll call
Okay,
that almost a
definitely
14 incher.
A keeper, probably like a 13 incher.
13 and a half.
13 and a
Closer to 14 for sure.
Nice.
They are growing.
I'm feeding him. Or it. Ready?
Yeah.
Here we go. Oh man, must not have got it. Let it back out. Totally ripped the line out of my hands, but he must have spit it or something. 4,
He's back on.
5, yeah. 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh boy, this fish just scattered. I wonder if there's a shark around. 10. Reel! Yeah!
On.
Fish on. Oh yeah, this is a nice one.
I love that sound. Here we go.
Here we go. You ready? You ready, Amanda? I'm going this way. Uh-oh. Gotta follow your fish.
Follow your fish around the motors, around the
Your
props.
fish goes right, you go right. Your fish goes left, you go left. Another keeper!
Bring it in the boat.
Bring it in the
Ooh,
boat.
yes.
Yes.
They are growing. That's easily another.
13, 14
No,
inches.
that's way bigger than 13.
13, 14?
That's
pretty,
14
I don't know, he's
for
pretty fat.
sure.
He's a
He
fat
is fat. He's probably full of oats.
one. Oh yeah. Let's give our fish a measure.
Are we taking bets?
It's 14.
14, right? Oh,
Right at 14.
yes.
So I think I was closer.
I don't remember.
I don't remember what I said. Another keeper dinner snapper in the box. 4, 5, 6, 7. How far should I go? 8, 9, 10. You ready, Amanda?
I am ready.
Come on. Come on. Nope. Back open.
Looks like we have hesitant snapper
He's
bites
back, he's
today.
back, he's back.
So they
See that?
need 11, but give them
12,
13,
14.
15.
Okay. Ready?
Yes,
Ready?
yes,
Ready?
yes.
Here we go.
Yes.
And we're on.
Fish
Snapper on.
on.
Oh boy. Here we go. Little fun fact, guys. Okay, hold on, Amanda. I gotta go this way.
Following the fish.
Following the fish.
Follow your fish.
Here he comes. You ready? On. Guess what kind of rod this is?
Gale
Gale
Force rod.
Coming soon to you. Guys, woo, it's like a 13, 14 incher again.
Yes. Wow. I'm really happy with the size snappers we're
Me
catching
too.
today.
This is great. You don't always catch this size, guys. So when we do, very grateful, because sometimes you're catching 12 inchers, and it's fine. You can still keep them completely legal, but you just get so much more meat and you can catch less fish. So you have less fish to clean, more meat to eat, and they're more fun to catch too, right?
nice fish.
Check out our oats.
Check out the oats.
They're kind of drying up now.
Oh, yes, they are.
So here's a little tip when you're done fishing, because these oats will like stick to that bucket. On the way in, before you go in, you ready, Amanda?
Yeah, I'm ready.
I'm just gonna fill the whole bucket up with some water. There we go.
Yep.
I'm gonna leave it on the deck,
Good thing you have Grundens on.
and I'm just not gonna touch it until we get back to the dock, and then I'll dump it out, and that will get the oats from off the sides of the bucket. We hope you guys enjoyed learning how to catch fish with oatmeal, whether you're tossing oats or making oat balls. Clearly the snappers love them. We caught some decent sized ones today. Hopefully that helps you too. Either way, guys, whether they're 12 inchers, keepers, not keepers, or massive ones, they all like the oatmeal. Thanks for watching, and make sure you follow Gale Force Twins on
Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok.